I'm here with Lachlan Kirkwood, the photographer.
What? Who? Where is he?
The multi-talented photographer right in front of my face.
What? Is he right here? I don't know.
What a way to open, bro. No, we good. You do a bit of everything, bro.
Yeah.
Easy. You get around. You get around the block, you know?
Yeah, I've been around the block. Even just this week, I've done like, I don't know if I should talk about like my future plans, but like a lot of them have to do with like a lot of photo shoots and a lot of
videography as well.
Yeah, videography. I'm trying to. I did some pre-production for a music video with one of my mates recently, so we're planning on filming that sometime next week.
Very cool. I was having more of a dig. So for everyone who doesn't know, I met Lachlan in the local music scene, taking photos at gigs. He's pretty much taken photos for every band that's been on here at this point. I'm pretty sure most of them. Done the Boondocks.
I don't think I've done Sprawl.
No, you've done Stags Yarrow. You've done. Have you Jay's band?
Exit Sign.
Exit Sign. You've done them.
Cut that out. Yeah, I've done the Exit Sign like 3-4 times.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah. You've done. I think you've done Pink Plates. You've done them. You've done heaps.
One of my Pink Plates ones ended up in, what's it called? The big thing in Spark Arena.
Oh, I was on like a photo board, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wicked.
That was awesome.
That's cool. You've also done fighting events. Done Art of War.
Sorry.
You've done Art of War. Was that the event for like combat sport?
No. It's called Youngbloods.
Oh, Youngblood.
Youngbloods or Youngblood.
Yeah. So you done that. You done a boxing event as well.
Sorry.
Was that Youngblood? The boxing one.
Yeah. That was.
Oh yeah. So you did that, and then you've also done like photography for like models. And then you've done music videos as well.
Yeah.
So the videography part. Very cool. A lot of artistic stuff as well.
Yeah.
So you've kind of dipped your toes into all different variations of like studio production, studio photography, and then live photography.
I wouldn't call it studio photography. I've never really worked in...
Oh, you haven't actually done a proper studio shoot photography?
No. Most shoots that I've done have always been very... mostly outside stuff. Mostly like, oh yeah, we pick a place, we go shoot there, blah blah blah. I've rarely ever gone like, oh, like let's have a studio set up and like do that kind of stuff. I'm kind of setting something up. I want to do. This is something else that I want to do. I want to do more headshot kind of
portraits,
portrait kind of photos. Cool. Just stuff like for actors who want to have like some kind of photo on their resume, just something cheap that I can just pump a whole bunch out. Yeah, that could be fun. Yeah,
no, it's good to have a lot of like variation in the portfolio. So a lot of live
I definitely have a variation.
Yeah, it's very extensive. A lot of live events.
Yeah, a lot of it has to do with like live events, I think.
Is that where like you reckon your true passion is with photography?
It's the easiest, I'd say.
Just because there's just so many opportunities.
There's so many opportunities.
There's so many events. There's all the time.
Yeah, there's so many events on all the time. You can usually get at least once a week, and it gets me out of the house. It's just, yeah. I don't like to stay inside. So I like to just go see what's up, and then. That's how I've ended up in so many fucking places.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to swear on this?
No. Of course you are.
Fuck.
Swear away.
Damn.
Unless your mother's watching, then...
Oh my God, my mum is probably watching.
Damn.
My Nana says she might watch.
Nana's going to watch as well?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hi, Nana. Hi, Mum. Hi, Dad. Hi, Granddad. You're not watching this, Granddad.
Are they Chromecasting, or what are they doing? Are they watch smart TV?
I have no idea.
Listening on the radio? I'll put this on tape for you if you want. They've got a tape machine running in the back of the podcast.
Put it on a little cassette
Only Scott
tape.
on tape. People would love that. Don't think they would. But yeah, no, sick, man. So when did what was the first entry point into like event photography? Was it gigs, or was it like in school?
I never really got into photography until like COVID.
Right.
COVID was definitely like the point where it all started for me just because, like, you're locked inside, you can't really do anything, so I would go on really, really long walks where, like, because nobody was around, and, like, I just kind of got interested in, like, taking photos of, like, how empty everything was. I don't think I have these photos anymore. Like, they're probably somewhere deep in my Instagram. But, like, yeah, it started from there, and, like, it just kind of kept going as I was in film school. I didn't do too much photography in film school, but, like, it got me, like, thinking.
Lovely.
I heard that in the microphone. God damn it.
Oh man, I'm keeping that in.
Damn. Where was I? I got so sidetracked with
Walking out, went walks during COVID. You're in film school. You got thinking about photography in film school.
Yeah, I think because, like, I was so into, like, film and stuff like that, I thought of things very visually and just kind of like. And when I started using the camera, it all kind of made sense in a way.
Right.
Where like I have ideas for shots, like for a movie or something like that, or just like a hypothetical movie, and then like I wouldn't have anywhere to, like, translate that until I got out of film school and I started taking photos, and then it just all kind of kept escalating. It was just something I like doing more and more and more and more.
So you kind of, like, were in film school to study, like, film and video, and then after that you then stepped away from that to do photography.
Basically.
Did you find something more in photography? Like, was there something within, like, a still shot? Was something within a still shot that can be?
I think
I don't know.
It was
spoke
something
to you more than video.
more still about it, like, because, like, I never fell out of love of, like, doing video stuff, but it became I got in my head about it.
Right.
Like, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, and then, like, I'm worried about how this will look like if it's moving. So if I just take a photo still, yeah, and then, like, I can make it all look perfect. It can look perfect.
Yeah. Spend time in Photoshop or whatever you need to do afterwards.
Yeah, and me and my mates kept up the whole video side of it. Yeah, and we ended up working with Back to the Hillside, like, because my mate Callum was childhood mates with Neo, and that kind of got us, like, talking to them about, like, hey, maybe we could do a music video, and I pitched, like, this whole music video based on one of their songs, and yeah, we ended up making it. It was
What was the band?
Sorry?
What was the band?
Back to the Hillside?
Back to the Hillside, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, they were. I saw them recently at what was it called? It was the last gig that I did.
Big fan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw them at Big Fan recently. I could see Neo, like, on stage. He looked at me and he was like, "Oh, hey." Like,
And you're like,
yeah.
yeah. It's being a
I'm like,
perv.
I feel like I'm constantly looking at the camera. I'm like, I should be looking at you.
Yeah.
But there's, like, a red light that's got me going.
Who's behind that camera? Your friends, your family, your future wife?
Oh, my God.
Oh, my word.
No.
Celebrities?
Oh, my God.
Potential opportunities?
No.
Kendall Jenner? Is she there?
Oh, my God. No. Everyone's behind the camera.
Everyone's watching.
Yeah.
My podcast is so popular that, like, even the biggest celebrities in the United States are also watching and tuning in.
The president.
The president, Donald Trump.
He's
watching.
If you're watching this, shout out.
Shout out DT, bro.
Shout out to Donald Trump.
Is the Epstein list going to be released? We don't know. Don't
release the Epstein list.
Release it. Have some confidence.
He's going to see this and he's going to go, you know what? I actually need to do this.
You know what he's going to do? He's going to raise the tariffs, bro. We're going to have even more tariffs.
God damn it.
We're
It's all because of me.
50%. It's all because of the Only Scott podcast with Lachlan Kirkwood. And they're going to raise it by 50%.
It's going to be our fault, and nobody's ever going to forgive us.
We're going to have more tariffs after this, bro. This is like, fuck.
Exactly. Oh, my fucking God. What have we done?
What have we done? Wow. Yeah. I mean, that wasn't my intention for this episode, but hey, if that's where we're going, that's exciting.
Exactly.
You know, the world's already a mess. Why not just make it worse?
Yeah, everything's fucking shit, so let's make everything fucking worse. So just race towards the end of the world, you know?
Speaking of like weird shit that I just saw on the internet recently,
Oh, no.
and I don't give a fuck about saying this, is that I watched a video of this girl. Sounds really random, but just bear with me. This girl like bought a packet of she bought a bag of potatoes from Pak N Save, and one of the potatoes in the bag was a rock.
What?
It was this big rock.
What?
I know.
What?
I was like, what the fuck is that? And then so she pulled it out, and then there's all this outrage online, obviously, and apparently Pak N Save like paid her back, or like the Pams like chimed in.
Something
but I was like, fuck me, like you don't care, like they're potatoes, bro. Like why are you getting all stingy on potatoes, putting a rock in there?
An actual rock, like a
I'll find the clip. I'll show you.
Oh.
That's crazy. I was like, what the fuck?
That is the weirdest.
What
shit.
is the world even coming to? It's gonna put like fake, like I don't know, like a bag of carrots and just start putting in like just orange.
How
things.
could you not tell like that a bag of potato chips is like heavier than? Is it like one rock in?
It was just one. It was like one rock that was like almost like a potato, like
potato
shape.
size.
But sorry, like potato shape, and obviously the size. Like, but it's just crazy. How do you fuck that up?
I don't know. That's
apparently
weird.
you can. That is weird.
It's weird
But that is what our world is coming to, bro. I feel like
This is going to turn into like some Alex Jones shit.
Oh, that's what we need.
They're putting rocks in our potato chips.
That's the well, in the potatoes, not just potato chips, but yeah, and the frogs are gay. That ended up being true. That's crazy.
Yeah, well, that was like in a roundabout kind of thing.
Yeah. But that's weird. That guy is hilarious though.
He's hilarious.
He's so funny. It's just one of the
he's less
funniest
hilarious
things.
now because he like doesn't do as much of that anymore.
Nah, it's not as like
Because he
fun.
got like sued.
I know it's not as fun anymore, which is that was like the whole thing. But anyway, we went off topic there, but that was good.
Yeah, it was a good off topic thing.
Well, we'll come back to the photography. So during COVID, after film school, getting into photography, taking still shots. So what was the first event you did? And this episode is sponsored by me. Do you struggle with sleeping, and particularly struggle with light and sound while sleeping? I think it's time you get the sleep that you deserve. My business, Infinity Sleep, specializes in sleep well-being products to enhance your sleep quality. I've been using sleep masks and earplugs for the past 3 years to help improve my sleep, and I'm so stoked to finally have ones that have been created for my own sleeping needs. If you would like to learn more about my business, Infinity Sleep, please visit our website, www.infinitysleep.co.nz. By making a purchase, you are directly not only supporting a local Kiwi business, but also this podcast. Use the promo code ONLYSCOTT15% and receive 15% off your first order. Go to www.infinitysleep.co.nz to get the sleep that you deserve.
Okay, this is actually kind of an interesting story because it ties back in. It all kind of ties back in. So, the way that we met, like back to the hillside, was Callum, my mate, Callum. Shout out Callum. He lives in Aussie now. I don't see him a whole lot. Miss you, bud. Well, we went to a back to the hillside gig, because Neo needed some. Well, I don't know if it was Neo specifically who asked, but they needed like some video stuff, and my two mates, we both, all three of us, we went and they were filming and I was taking like photos because like I by then was the photo guy, and like this is like kind of fucking crazy, but I've got the photos. Apparently there was like a bunch of bands playing, and like I didn't know at the time how to find out who was what band. I just knew I'm here to shoot back to the hillside. Mm-hmm. And later on, I found out I think it was called Synth Vader was playing.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like you know where this is going.
I do know where this is going.
Yeah, and Scotty was in there, Brandon was in there, Rory was in there. Shout out Scotty, Brandon, Rowan. Did I say Rowan? Rory, Brandon. I don't know, my brain isn't working right now.
That's all right, bro. So
it's all of this.
So you took so they were at the gig.
Yeah.
You took
No,
photos-
they were playing.
Yeah, but they were playing it. They were
And I
playing.
have
The band
photos of
was
them.
on, and you took photos of the band.
Yeah, and I have photos of like Scotty when he had like way shorter hair, and like I didn't recognize him because like I recognize Rory because he looks relatively the same, but like I looked at the photos and like it's like it's like this fucking detective fucking discovering the fucking suspect was here all along. It's like, oh look, that Scotty's just been there. You know, it's just
So
kind
Scotty's been a part of your journey from the Boondocks since the very beginning.
Yeah, it was
well.
kind of
That's crazy.
Crazy.
It's kind of like for the podcast as well. That's funny, man.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. It was pretty funny to be honest.
Damn.
Yeah.
Far out. Scott Parker, eh? He's intertwined
lad.
in our lives. Nah, he's a fucking great dude. But it's just funny.
Yeah. I don't know Brandon as much, but every time I've
He's cool as too.
talked to him, he's
He's
cool.
great. They're very supportive boys of like, just like
Yeah,
people around the scene.
Scotty definitely has been like one of the more supportive of like everything that I've done. So
Same. He's very supportive in the scene and supportive of what people are trying to like pursue, which is great. I think just having like more, I mean, it is interesting. Like you'd think, well, there are people are, I feel like, more encouraging in the scene than even I remember when I was in the band. But I just feel as though like it would be nice if there also was more people like that. You know, we're all kind of trying to.
we need
achieve,
more Scotties in the
we're,
scene.
we're all trying to achieve something. You know, we're all trying to go after it.
Yeah.
Trying to make it happen. So, all right, cool. So then you took photos of that gig. So music, filming a live music show was the first.
Yeah, that was like
Is that 2021?
It was like 2022,
2022.
and then a year later, I met Swizzle Jaeger. Shout out Swizzle Jaeger. I'm just going to do that every time I mention somebody's name.
Sure.
Shout out Swizzle Jaeger. Hi. Who I met off of my friend Mariah. Shout out Mariah. Hi. Hi. I told you I'd shout out certain people before this.
That's fine.
She was one of them. But yeah, I'd done a photo shoot with Swizzle. I just realized I was off the mic.
It's all right. Keep going, bro.
I was shooting with Swizzle, and like he invited me to one of his gigs at Ding Dong, and like, I was just like, "Hey, can I just bring the camera?" And it was like, "Yeah, sure, whatever, I don't care." And so I brought the camera, and I just started shooting people around the night, and like, I think the people who ran Ding Dong at the time. Lauren, shout out Lauren. That's such a stupid joke.
That's fine.
I'm just gonna keep doing
It's
it.
all fine.
Yeah. But like Lauren saw my photos that I had taken of the night, and she got in contact with me, and she basically arranged it so that I was taking photos there every night for a couple like months. I mean, not every night, every week.
You were there every week.
Yeah, every week for a couple months, and yeah, I had a good time there.
Developing your skills.
Yeah, it was basically like a really good like place to learn everything. Like like I could just figure out everything.
Gig photography school.
Yeah,
Essentially.
yeah, basically.
That's great because, I mean, I don't know much about photography at all. It took me about 2 years to figure out my fucking cameras, so don't talk to me about video and cameras. But I'd imagine, like, trying to figure out for a gig, like, trying to figure out, like, all the lighting and, like, people wear different things and color blending. I mean, like, you would have learned a lot because when you're at a live show, there's so many different colors and so much shit going on.
Yeah, yeah.
And then movement of everyone and then how that looks in a shot later. Like, a lot of those details, I
think I loved, like, gig photography specifically because there was so much lighting changes and like
there's so much happening.
There's so much happening that you can basically go wild in the edit. Like I feel like what I love about photography is half of it is editing and just sitting there and just slowly making your way through a bunch of all of these and just you end up with so many fucking photos that you don't use, but like you just put in like some thought into it. And like, I don't know, like, yeah, editing to me is the most precious part of like the whole process because it's like the most like it's the part that you spend the most time on eventually. Because like when you're like taking photos, you just basically go, done.
Yeah.
Relatively, and like especially with the gig stuff, it's like, got it. Now I can just. No, you don't just go home, but
How many shots would you take of one band in one night?
One band in one night.
Just one band.
One band.
Just one band.
Sometimes it depends.
On average.
On average, I'd say 300 to 500.
Fuck, of one band.
I know
That's heaps.
That's not the best. It
That's
depends
so
on.
many.
It definitely does.
I'm not saying it's not the best. Just a lot. That's a lot to work through.
Yeah.
That's a heaps to go.
But that's
through.
like me getting like this small, micro little things, and then like I work through that, and I pick the one in between that's like slightly better than everything else.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a big effort.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, far out, active. Yeah, so you do that. So 300 to 500 photos per band. So then by the end of the night, you're going to end up with, if there's 4 bands, you've got 2,000 photos.
Yeah.
Ah!
I've definitely worked on like cutting that down, especially lately. The way that I've done that is just by using the flash a lot more. It's not something I love to use, but it has like very obvious results when you use a flash, and like, you know, it just looks cool sometimes. Sometimes it's very obvious, and like it doesn't work unless there's like a crowd. Like when you have a crowd and you use a flash, you can get more details of like how everyone's looking, how everyone's like going, oh yeah, I'm having so much fun.
Dancing, moshing.
Yeah. When you have an active crowd and you've got a flash, and then it's like,
yeah, kills the moment.
Yeah. Sorry?
Does it I'm saying, does it kill the moment sometimes? Have you ever had that? People take the flash and people are like, what the fuck are you doing?
No.
Everyone's been pretty good.
I've always assumed that like that would happen,
but no one's ever done that.
Nobody's ever like told me off.
Oh, that's good. I'm not sort of telling you off, but people just stopped what they're doing.
No, I haven't. Not that I've noticed. Maybe it has, but I don't know. I'm too socially inept to realize.
Fair. No, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. So okay. After a gig, how much time would you spend editing?
I usually like to take up to 3 days.
So how many hours are we talking? Like 15 hours of work? 20 hours of work?
I don't know. I'm very on-off with it. So, like, sometimes I'll just be like, go through it like for a couple hours, and then, like, I'll go fucking watch a movie, or I keep it to a point where I can still kind of have a bit of a social life.
Sure.
Because I don't want to, like, you know, just be working so hard that like I've completely abandoned all of my friends and I'm not doing anything except photos.
Have you spent that much time on it though? Do you feel that like you can like overcook a photo with editing?
Yeah. You can definitely overcook
you've done
something.
that? Have you done
sometimes,
that before?
Yeah, especially like some of my older stuff. I kind of go, yeah, I can kind of get where you were coming from with a lot of this, but
trying to polish it up too much.
Yeah, or you try to make it into something that it's not, and sometimes that works, you know, in a creative sense, but sometimes it's just like just too much.
Did it capture the moment of where the event or whatever was happening?
Yeah, sometimes you just need to like just kind of like I like to edit like everything that I've posted has been slightly edited in some way. Whether or not that's just slightly or like a lot, it just depends. I think you can usually tell when I've like edited something a lot more majorly than other ones.
So would you say, like, out of all the events, the spectrum of events you do, would you say you edit the gig ones the most, like the music, or is it the fighting events, or
the fighting ones? The fighting ones take up the most amount of time.
That would take a lot.
The fighting ones I can't do in 3 days.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Because like the last one that I did. I cooked out my fucking camera. Like, I didn't cook it out, but like,
it took up everything.
Photos. It took up everything because like I was just getting all of those small little moments in like fucking 12 to 15 fights, and it's just it just oh my god,
that's
it
intense.
Takes so much
That's
time.
an intense event even for a photographer. Not even fighting.
Yeah.
I guess you've got to be so on the ball, eh?
Yeah, it takes up so much time. It's like most fighting gigs that I've done for my brother, just because. Yeah, I think we've talked about this before, but my brother is a fighter. Shout out Pearson.
Kickboxer, right?
Yeah, he does some kickboxing. He works at Strikeforce.
Fights
he
out of
fights
Strikeforce.
at Strikeforce.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, you know some of the people that he's run into. Like, yeah, Daniel. Shout out Daniel.
Yeah, shout out Daniel, bro.
Shout out
Daniel Rowan.
Yeah, yeah. What was I gonna say? I don't know. I kind of lost my train of thought.
All right. So yeah, I guess so you did the gig. You did mainly the gigs for a while, and you got a page now dedicated purely to it because you still do a lot of music, but you want to have a variety of things. So when did you start going off gigs? Like not off, but like you started diversifying. You were like, I want to try and do a different event.
Well, I've kind of always tried to be
mix it up. You've always tried to mix it up.
Yeah.
You've done stuff with Jackie Chen as well. Shout out Jackie, bro. Yeah.
Oh, Jackie. Hi, Jackie. Yeah, like that was like so random.
But that was for the Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. He was. I got a contact from another photographer who was like, "Yo, do you want to like take photos for this shoot that like was doing like a bunch of Mortal Kombat stuff?"
That's cool.
And like, so like everyone was fucking dressed up in like all of these amateur like Mortal Kombat costumes, and I met like a lot of fucking really cool people from that. And Jackie was Liu Kang, and he was just the nicest fucking guy.
He's awesome, man.
He's the most busy out of all of them, but he took the most amount of time to talk to me. So it was just like very surprising, and just
he's a legend.
Yeah, he's just overall.
He broke his arm again recently, so
really,
he's all right. Yeah, he's fighting in Thailand.
It's been really hard to keep up with what he's doing because he's just constantly doing like something.
No, he's fighting in Thailand. Well, he fought in Thailand. He won his fight, but been trying to like keep an eye on him, and I'm just like, oh, bro,
it's so hard to
look after yourself. Fuck.
Yeah.
But so you done shoots of that as well. So would you ever wanna? So and then you've also done back into videography. You recently filmed what was the artist's name? Mystery
Boy.
Mystery Boy.
Yeah.
And then you did like a hip hop music video shoot.
Yeah, that was something I didn't like. It was something. How do I put it? It was something that I kind of just got like suddenly like, yo, do you want to do this? Because I don't know how I met him.
You don't know how you met him?
I don't know.
It just came across your inbox.
Yeah, somehow. Oh no, I met him. I met him at a gig at Big Fan like last year for Halloween, and like I think he just randomly contacted me the other week. Was like, yo, I need some hands for some video stuff, and like I just came on and like he took on everything that I said, and like I didn't come in and like totally take over or anything like that. He had something very basic that he wanted to do, and I just kind of went, oh, what if I did this? What if I did that? And he took it on some stuff, and he also said, no, that wouldn't work, and in a way that was very constructive to me, because like, yeah, I could really tell that like he had a vision for what he was doing.
He had a vision for the output.
He had a vision for how the video was going to come out, and like what works for him, what doesn't work for him. But he was very willing to take on advice, take on like criticism, take on just like what I wanted to do, and that was just very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So was it different? Well, not different, but was it? How was it stepping back on to? Is that your first music video?
No, I did the Back to the Hillside one.
Yeah, Back to the Hillside music video.
You're not paying attention to what I'm saying.
No, I'm not even listening. I'm just like, what? Oh, you talk about the gig. You talk about the gig.
Yeah.
Back to the Hillside gig, but you also did the music video as well.
Yeah. Did I not bring it up?
No, you did. You sort of did.
Oh.
Sort of.
Yeah.
I have to go back and track it. You didn't bring up shit, bro. I am listening. You're just feeding me wrong information. Fake news. Fuck this shit. No.
Yeah.
So, like, because how long was it then, the gap between the last time you did a music video? It's like 3 years?
Like 2?
2 years.
2?
So it's not too long.
2 or 3? Maybe. No, 2.
2 years.
Yeah, it would have been 2.
So it's not that long. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not like you're like, I have to relearn this or whatever this is.
It would have been like 2023, like early to mid 2023. Something like that.
Do you get like a different, I don't know, creative buzz from doing videography to photography? You get something out of it that's different.
Yeah, it's different. Like, you got to think a little bit more about it, and like I'm just very visual. I'm very like, I just want to fucking do things that look cool. Like, I like the Back to the Hillside video that I did, but I probably won't do something like that for a while until like I'm a lot more sure of myself, because that one was very story driven. The song is very narrative based. I wasn't sure if like the microphone caught that, but
It did.
it did. Shut up.
Keep going.
It was very narrative based and very story driven. So I wanted a story driven video, and it didn't. And like with things that happen on set, like I don't know. I don't want to put that out there. But just it was a lot more difficult to film than if I just like filmed. Then when I did the Mystery Boy video, where I was just filming a guy just rapping
with the camera.
Yeah.
Rather than like a whole different sets, different scenes.
Yeah.
Different sequences. Yeah.
Yeah. That
That's way more involved.
It was way more.
How long was the song? 5 minutes.
Which song?
The Back to the Hillside.
Back to the Hillside, probably like 3 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Something like that.
But that's still like a day of shooting.
Yeah. It was like 3 days of shooting.
3 days of shooting for that.
Yeah, because we did like we did some really cool shots in my mate Liam's cinema room. Shout out Liam. I saw you last night. Hi. And like what we did was just project like a whole bunch of imagery onto the band and all of that. And I think that's the stuff that I'm probably the most proud of in that video. Just those cutaway shots to like just the band playing and like the imagery cast onto them. All that I think looks fucking great.
Mean.
Yeah. And second day was just a bunch of night stuff. I don't think there's too much of it in the video. I just burped while I said that. I shouldn't be drinking this.
This Coke Zero.
I shouldn't be drinking this hard stuff.
Yeah. Jeez Louise. Crazy, man.
God. And then the third day was a lot more of the narrative stuff. Yeah. So like just 3 days and yeah. Pretty simple stuff.
Wow. 3 days of free. Yeah, I think that's something that people don't always. Well, it depends on the shoot, obviously, but I think for music videos, like,
yeah,
I feel like the general public underestimate the amount of time it takes.
Oh yeah, I did a lot of fucking work on that. We did a whole bunch of pre-production stuff. I drew out all the storyboards. Like we were like seeing how long things would last and like how like all of this and all that. And like we did some test footage, all this fucking nonsense stuff, so that we could just get it all done on the day, just simple, easy, done, boom, done.
Yeah, it's a lot. And then I guess you do the what's the footage called where you're like you're not really videoing like the story. It's like it's just cutaway shots. So
Sorry?
I'm trying to think of like the technical term of like when you're filming on a music video or whatever, and you just need like
B-roll.
B-roll.
Yeah,
that's what I'm looking for. B-roll.
Yeah, B-roll is always fun because like you can just
stuff.
film whatever the fuck and
just whatever's there.
Yeah,
just to create some atmosphere.
I did just forget that we did another music video for like one of the Neo's band before Back to the Hillside called Black Jacket. I don't think they're still around anymore, but we did we went off, I can't remember fucking where, but we did like 2 hours of driving got to a location and just filmed like for a whole day there, and like that was a whole lot. That was a whole lot to do. It was. I think I had like less work. I did less work on that one than I did with the Back to the Hillside one, just because that one was one that I felt very passionate about, and like felt like I had a vision for it. Yeah.
Wicked.
Yeah.
So because doing all these different like live events and that, I kind of keen to talk to you about like especially like the music. Actually, not even just music, just events, like the feeling of like the crowd and just the general vibe. Because obviously you've done rap shows, you've done metal shows, you've done rock shows, indie shows.
Yeah.
Have you done any classical shows? Haven't done the APO yet.
I did one sort of classical. I can't remember his name. He's somewhat famous. He was probably famous in his own right, but it was in Tuning Fork. I did that for what was it called? The 13th Floor.
Okay.
I did that for one of my mates, Azari. Shout out Azari. He's another photographer who was just like, yo, I want to do something this night. Do you want to do this for me? And I was just like, oh, yeah, sure. And yeah, and I just shot for something a lot more low key and a lot more just simple. And it was very interesting to like see how much simpler it was
to do a gig like that.
to just do.
Well,
a gig
everyone's
like
very stagnant.
Yeah,
no one's moving around.
Well,
as
it was
much,
like it was like one where like everyone was sitting down and just
sitting. Yeah,
and
not
just
moving.
listening to music, and it was very interesting. It was probably the most nervous that I've been shooting a gig, because I'm wandering around, I'm walking around, everyone is sitting down, everyone is just
you don't want to be too distracting to the experience.
Yeah, I don't want to distract.
You're
anyone.
not the show, Lachlan.
Yeah, you're there to do a job,
of course,
and like you're there to do something, and like it just goes. Oh.
Yeah, those invite you can like drop like a.
You could drop a pin and fucking everyone will hear it.
Yeah, everyone will hear it. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I used to do a little bit of work when I used to work at the ATS Centre, and the town hall, and like APO and stuff would play there, and I'd be like sometimes just doing backstage doing sound or whatever, and I was just like far out, like you could hear everything.
Yeah, fuck.
It was kind of like you gotta be careful when you move and all that. Yeah, but it's just funny though, like going like a vibe like that, because like you do like a metal show and it's like crazy, it's marching.
Metal shows, rock shows, like that kind of stuff are so much easier to shoot because everything's moving. You can just easily slide your way through. It's probably like the first couple shows where like I didn't totally know how to do it. I didn't know how to like slide through
the crowd
and all of that. Now it feels like second nature.
Just don't care. Yeah,
I just don't care.
Yeah,
like
get the shots.
Everyone's pushing each other around, so it's just like you don't want to be like rude and like shove someone out of the way, but like you can relatively just like slide.
Are those your most enjoyable ones, or did you have like a preference?
Sorry?
What did you say? Like event photography, like you do like an event, like you like doing the gigs, or is it the sport, or do you want to do more sport?
I would like to do more sport. I would like to do more like boxing kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It is cool. Just like a big fucking, oh my god, like lot of work to do. But I think
it's a big, even the local scene now for like New Zealand boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai, even, well, not quite jiu-jitsu yet. I don't think it's more in the striking world, but there's just a lot of events on the quality of the events have gotten like really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, like world class. I reckon, like the shooting of them and the filming and
I wouldn't
the
say
fighters and there's just like it's a crazy production.
Yeah, I'm probably like less attuned to that than I am to like the gig stuff, because like the gig stuff is so easy to like kind of.
I mean, almost every band or artist wants a photographer.
Yeah. Sure. It's so easy to just jump into a gig and just shoot there.
Yeah.
While like. Because like, what is like the most you're usually paying, if you're even paying to like go to a gig as a photographer, is like $20 or something, $30, something like that. But like if you want to go to like a fucking big fight night or whatever, they're a lot more strict with that kind of stuff, and like you don't want to, and it costs a lot more to like go to that kind of stuff. So like you kind of want to go as a photographer. This is the secret life hack.
Yeah, life hack. If
you want to go to free gigs and like free events, just become a photographer.
Yeah, literally. It's kind of or like a reviewer. That's something that I don't think exists really anymore. Well, no, it still does exist, but I don't know if it's appreciated like it once was. Because everyone's a fucking reviewer at the end of the day.
Everyone's a critic, yeah.
Everyone's a critic. And also, that's actually, everyone's a photographer.
Yeah, everyone can take a fucking photo.
But you know what I mean, though?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like everyone can take a photo.
Yeah, everyone. Like you can never go to a gig nobody's
at their phone.
Nobody's like at least taking like a segment of a thing.
Yeah. So this obviously will sound like a very easy question to answer, but I think for the kind of general Joe blogs who don't understand, what is the difference between a photographer and then someone on their phone who can take good quality photos? What's the difference?
Nothing. You're much above me. I guess it's just the professional nature of it. It's very hard to like describe. Like, it's relatively easier to just go pull up your phone and then just go boop and take a photo like that. While my ones like require a lot more. Like I've got all these settings. I got all these things that just change the nature of like how to use the camera. All that. I've never been good at like talking about like, oh yes, just set it onto ISO 6400
because you know
the shutter speed to 200.
Because at gigs like people obviously now can take 4K level quality video photos, whatever it is, and you can adjust the do filters and lighting on your phone. So what is the difference of that to what you're doing, and why is what you're doing more valuable? Because I kind of get it.
Yeah,
a lot of people I think will be like, well, why?
I think it's a very tough question, because like I've also been at gigs where like I do take photos and like I do sometimes tinker with like those phone photos. I don't think there's too much of a difference between what I do and what somebody on their phone could do. It's just that my stuff costs a lot more. Yeah, but like my one's obviously a lot more professional. My one's obviously a lot more like in the moment, like less. I don't love phone photos and all that, but it's still photography. All that, it's still like photography is like one of the more easy hobbies to get into nowadays. It's just like how hard do you want to like get into it and all that. I'm probably not the best person to like talk about like what makes a photographer. What's the difference between a photographer and what's the difference between a guy taking photos on his phone? But I do think that it's in the nature of like just how it comes out, I guess.
It's more raw, you reckon?
Yeah.
With using even a high quality camera, good quality gear.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then obviously with the editing and that, no one goes to that extent.
Yeah.
Like the general person is not. Well,
the average person with their phone isn't going to like also like have like something to adjust the lighting.
Yeah. No one's doing that. And then when they get back, we're not going to spend like 3 hours editing photos or whatever. Or taking 300 photos.
I guess that's the difference. Is like
sure, you're taking 300 to 500 photos of a band of one band in one night.
Yeah, I'm taking way more photos than you could ever with your fucking phone.
So the answer is Lachlan just puts in a lot more work.
Yeah, I guess
he cares more. He cares, guys. He
I
cares.
care,
he
man.
cares. That's it.
So
that's what you're paying for.
I just care too much about.
That's what you're paying for. You're paying for the care.
I
mean, that's good enough for me, honestly. In some ways,
paying for somebody to give a shit.
Yeah, that's true. Because the average person on their phone, like, when I I could go to a gig or an event, I just go on my story, and I'm like, that's it. I'm not doing anything more than that. I used to actually hate that shit for ages because I used to think it was like real attention seeking, and now I'm just like, oh no, I don't care.
Yeah, I guess like
it's weird. It's become very normalized. I don't think it was for ages.
Yeah, I guess like it like
Talk about the
I guess
phones,
it's just
phones
like
and
fun
stuff,
to like just take photos at a gig sometimes.
But I feel
I mean, or
like
to take
I think
videos.
people have kind of chilled out on filming like the whole concert on their phone. I
Yeah.
think that, which is good, because that was well, like just in a general
Yeah.
event, you're like, why are you gonna watch that? It
Yeah.
sucks, and you're missing it in the moment. The whole point is to be in the moment, regardless if that's even
Yeah,
if it's a concert, if it's a fight, if it's a
that's what I like
whatever it
about
is, you know?
that's what I like about photography is like I'm there is still an experience to be had when you're like going into a gig and like listening to like the music and all of that. Well, like I like you can like take a video and like film the entire gig and like post it onto to YouTube or Instagram or whatever the fuck. But you don't get the same feeling.
No,
Yeah.
and no one watches it. Unless you've obviously put in the work, right?
Yeah.
Like you got like good gear and you're there
yeah.
to do a job or whatever. But that's the thing, like I'd rather just watch someone do that, unless they do something like Splinterman, like his style of shooting. I do like. I think it's really good.
I thought you were talking about him.
Hey?
I thought you were talking about him when he...
No. I was saying I like his style.
I got nervous. I was like, oh God, is he talking about Splinterman?
We hate him. No, I like his style of shooting. I think like if I was to sit down and watch it, that's what he's trying to do, and I get it because it's also a point of difference rather than trying to do the real thing.
He does do something different than just stand there and
like the typical thing, and like with like at live gigs and that, I think that is cool, and I think it's great for the bands.
yeah.
But I still like, and I don't know his opinion on it, but it's like when I sit there and watch a whole YouTube video of it, if I'm being real, I probably won't.
No.
But do I appreciate it? Sure. And I think the bands love it.
I might watch some like put together like little
Shout out
short.
Spiderman though, bro. You're cool.
Hi. Like Not Today's who does like he like films like little bits of like the gig and like oh my God, I've talked to him like so many times like behind the scenes and like seen like what he does to like set up like before a gig and like just how he fucking oh my God. Like it's like I think he made me a little nervous. Not you're great, man. You're great. But I just saw how much effort he put into it, and I was like, oh, man, I can't put in that much effort into like filming all of this stuff, and that kind of got me a bit nervous about like doing it.
About doing like the filmography.
Filming like at a gig and all of that, and I've done like a few like small shots. I think like because that was like the first thing I did after I did the music video recently was just first gig that I went to. I was just like, what if I just got like a moving shot, and that's kind of like what I've been thinking in terms of like my videography. It's just like, what if I just start by just doing some moving photos and all of that. Just something like really stupid and pretentious like that.
Some moving photos.
Moving photos.
Is that a JPEG?
Is
Is
that
a moving JPEG? A GIF? No,
Is that
you should get
one
into
of them
GIFs, bro.
JPEGs?
That's could be a point of difference.
Yeah.
Maybe you could start looking into that.
Yeah, I think that's something I want to do
Oh, really?
the next like couple of shoots that I do is just something like just like a quick little like video thing that just shows up in the photos.
A point of difference. Well, there we go. That was interesting. I think like, I don't know. I just think because everyone now feels like the influencer era, the content creator era, and things like film, video, shooting, camera. Like people don't. I don't know. I just feel like people. It's I'll just do it on my phone. I'll just do it on this. I'll just, and it's a thing like there's still an art and there is a place for
It depends on like how much you want to go into it, I guess. Like if you just need like a video of your band performing, go ahead. Just take a video of you guys performing, and like if you're good enough, like that'll stand out and all of that. Versus like a professionally made video is like it should be obvious then that like you're really fucking good
and you care.
Yeah,
you're willing to invest. I talked about this with this podcast hasn't actually come out yet, but it'll come out by the time this is out.
Oh yeah,
I had Caridian on and they we talked a lot about investing as I think even like in a band and as an artist to invest in like to show, especially like when you want to try and get funding, because that's a big hot topic all the time with bands. It's getting funding, right? But it's like you need to like show that you care, show that you're willing to invest. Because if you're not willing to invest, why the fuck should anybody else? If you don't want to pay the money.
True.
Why should someone else, like an NZ funding or whoever it may be, why should they invest? And it's like, oh, that is a real good point. You know? If you're not willing to invest into your art or into your craft, why would you expect other people to do it?
Absolutely. I totally agree with that.
I feel like, bands might need to sometimes like take that under, would need to understand that. It's like recording at home in a bedroom to then go into a recording studio. Yeah. It's the same sort of thinking. I think recording at home is like recording a concert on the phone, and then going into a studio, it's like having someone properly do it.
Exactly.
And having a proper audio engineer. But it is, and the price of these things have come down a lot. I mean, think about your photography gear. If you go back about 15 years ago, imagine how much more expensive it would have been.
It was still expensive.
It's still expensive, but it probably, you know what I'm saying though, right? It would have been probably more expensive. And the same with recording gear as well, because recording gear is so much cheaper now, but like, do you have the skills and knowledge to how to use it? Probably not. Like people probably won't. So, like, even I've got a bit of experience with recording it, but I definitely know if I record a band, like, I definitely can't make it sound amazing. I don't have that skill. I'm not in it every day. So having a music producer and someone who does it all the time, obviously, it's going to be miles above, well, hopefully, what I do. Hopefully. Otherwise, what's going on?
This motherfucker in this bedroom doesn't fucking make better fucking sound than me.
But it's just like, I don't know, I find that interesting in the era we're in with a lot of like, because we're in such
because there's a lot more available than like
it's much more readily available. The digital age has made things a lot easier for everyone to kind of do all these things that for a long time you couldn't do on your own unless you spent a shitload of money. Like a recording desk, like before even the early digital ones, it's like $50K. To get one of those, it's really expensive.
Definitely didn't spend $50K on my camera. So.
It's really expensive. I mean, it's just a ballpark number, but they're very expensive to get like decent gear. And same with like a good camera, like having a big fuck off like broadcast camera or something to video something. It's like holy shit. Yeah, it's a lot of effort.
Could never fucking
go to a gig. We got cables.
You could never go to a gig with a fucking big ass fucking. Oh, sorry, I gotta make my way through the crowd.
But that's what people would do, though.
Oh yeah.
If you look at old videos and that of like some bands or even like events,
but probably for the like, more popular ones and all that.
Yeah, but I think even then, like your camcorder's gonna suck shit. Like your camcorder was terrible. We had one growing up with like tape on it, and like it was all right for the family holiday. But if you want to record something good on it, it's just like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
So. But yeah, so it's readily available.
Even but like with the camcorder, you could still get like some kind of like a lot of people do like to just film with like little old camcorders. Like at gigs.
That's like retro now,
Yeah, it's a retro vibe now.
It's an artistic choice.
It's an artistic choice.
Whereas before, that was all that was there.
Yeah, it was just they probably just did it because it was available.
It's like recording onto tape. It's like, oh, it's an artistic choice. It's like, well, we didn't. That was all we could do. We could only use tape.
Yeah, and nowadays it's just, we have a lot more freedom to just be like, oh, I want that to look like this.
Yeah, I want it to sound like that. I want it to look like
I want it to sound like shit. It's supposed to be retro.
Yeah,
things
it's retro,
sound like shit
man.
back in the day.
It just sounds like you're out of time. Yeah, it just sounds like you're lazy, or it looks like you're lazy. Yeah, I don't know. I find that with like the over polishing. We've talked about it here a bit, like the over polishing things too much, or everything getting so overdone. But I do find like younger bands in that as well. Artists in general, like people have kind of gone away from that, which I think is good, because for a long time it was like, we got to make this super clean. And it's like, I don't think it's very human anymore.
Yeah, there's something in like the imperfections of something that make it a little bit more real.
Like, and same like with film, I guess, like too much CGI, but CGI has almost gotten worse. I don't know why. Have you noticed that?
Yeah. Oh my god, have you seen The Flash?
No, I haven't.
Oh my god.
Oh, why, what happened?
That is probably the worst CGI I've ever seen in a movie.
Why has it gotten so much worse?
Because like everything looks like rubbery. Everything looks like it was filmed underwater. Like they bring back like some old fucking actors that died like fucking like decades ago. It's the worst. It's the worst CGI.
Because I was watching just a random clip popped up on my Instagram feed about some. What was the comparison? I can't remember the other movie. It was just one about Transformers CGI. So yes, it's a big budget movie, but I'm like, dude, this is a long time ago, and it looks incredible for CGI.
Yeah,
why have we gotten worse?
Yeah, because these people want to make these movies faster.
Yeah,
faster.
Cheaper.
I'm really nervous about the new Spider-Man movie that just started filming and is being released next year. It's that's kind of
cheap out.
Oh man, I don't know how that's gonna look. I really love Spider-Man, but fuck.
I watched the first Spider-Man the other night with Tobey Maguire. Fuck, it's good.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's good.
Yeah,
that's my Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire's my Spider-Man.
Honestly, Tobey's my Spider-Man. I was obsessed with Spider-Man as a kid. I feel like everyone fucking.
Which kid wasn't? Hey,
who wasn't obsessed
Especially
with
at
Tobey?
that time, I think that's the first ever live Spider-Man movie, right? Was it the first
live
ever?
action? No.
Live action. Sorry, live action.
I'm going to be an absolute fucking nerd, and
it wasn't.
There's the
TV show.
Nicholas Hammond. There was a TV movie kind of thing where
the 80s,
they have a guy who crawls up the wall on a wire, and he's gonna do this kind of weird thing where he's obviously not attached to it, but he's gonna act like he's attached to it.
There was a TV show in the 70s, right? As well.
Yeah, there was two live action Spider-Man shows.
Yeah.
There was the Nicholas Hammond one, and then there was the Japanese Spider-Man, which is much superior.
That is amazing. I've seen clips of it.
Watch Japanese Spider-Man, please.
Watch Japanese Spider-Man. That is amazing.
It is absolutely fucking insane. Well, I don't know if I should say this because I have family that are going to watch this, but one of the first times I got high, I was just chatting with my mates about Japanese Spider-Man, and they haven't not let me forget that. They're like, "Oh, you remember Planet Spider?" I'm like, "Yeah, shut up."
Spider-Man.
I was buzzed, man.
Bro, that shit is so funny. It's and also my favorite, but he had a Power Ranger, Zord, or whatever at the end, the big
Power
robot
Ranger
suit,
who would come out and
the big robot fight at the end.
Yeah,
it's just
well, that's how that was I'm gonna botch this story, but that was before Power Rangers, and Power Rangers took from that because that was
is it
Japanese Sentai stuff.
No, because the Japanese one came out. I know this actually. I was a big Power Rangers fan, so it came out in the 70s.
Yeah,
so it was
and
called
it became popular.
Super Sentai. That's what they called it.
And it became popular because of Japanese Spider-Man, and then that led into Power Rangers. So in a roundabout way, it still led into
Japanese Spider-Man influenced Power Rangers. Yeah, in a sense, yeah. Because
my friends are going to be laughing so much when they hear this part because they're going to be like, "Oh, he's talking about Japanese Spider-Man again."
But I remember, because Power Rangers came out, and then the Western American one was in the 90s. But then the Japanese one had been running for almost 20 years by that point.
Yeah, something.
It's been going for a long time.
Probably.
Yeah, Japanese Spider-Man is great.
Yeah,
I love that.
Great.
I don't think it's aged well. There's a lot of children getting beaten up and
that's what's great about it.
Yeah, that's the beauty. Back in the day,
back in the day, we could beat children.
It's like when we watched Blade Runner. And then you just, there's a bit of woman beating in there, and you're just hey, times. Great movie, but then you're that's
to bring
right.
some context.
Because everyone's you watch it, and you're oh, wow, it's such a, wow, what an amazing movie. It really, so futuristic, and you're
Bring some context to people who might not know. Yeah, first time, we proper hung out, we watched Blade Runner. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was fucking awesome. We got to watch it on the big screen.
Yeah, that was
it was so much fun.
I was great because I got to watch it again because I only watched it at home. Yeah, and watching it in a movie was in the proper food theater. It was
such a different experience.
100 times better.
Yeah,
but that's that's just one another movie as well. You have to really stop and think about it sometimes.
Yeah,
okay, I kind of understand the metaphor
here,
what it means.
Yeah, this was the best time that I've ever experienced it. I've probably watched it 3 times in 3 times before I watched it with you, and
just at home and with friends and stuff.
Yeah, and it was just less of an experience.
Less impactful.
It just felt like, oh yeah, I'm just watching a movie. Yeah, and you're not paying attention as much.
Like I feel as immersed.
You can definitely like get immersed when you're watching something on TV. Sure. I'm not going to say like you have to watch everything in the cinemas, but like that's definitely something you should experience if you get the chance to. Just watch it on the biggest fucking screen possible.
Whatever. Well, if you had to give like 5.
Well, Blade Runner 2049 also.
Yeah, that's another one as well. But if you give like 5 like top cult classic movies that everyone should watch, what would you give? Like what would be on your top 5 apart from Blade Runner? We've already done Blade Runner now.
Well, I'm a big horror movie guy. I love to do like a big rewatch of all the Friday the 13th movies, like around about Halloween. Yeah, there's like
I've only watched a bit of the first one.
There's like 12 of them.
There's so many. And then
there's 12 of them if you include Freddy vs. Jason.
Oh yeah, they're in space, right?
Yeah. There's the one in space that's Jason X. There's Jason Goes to Hell where he becomes like some weird body snatcher kind of creature thing. And he's just running around the whole movie trying to like regain his body. Stupid as shit. Because it just does not make any fucking sense. And I think it even tries to like tie in like the Evil Dead stuff. Like because like you see the Necronomicon from the Evil Dead movies and I guess it's like trying to tie that in somehow. I don't know.
Wow.
I guess it implies that Jason is like a deadite. Something like that.
That's when they used to make slasher movies, and they just make like so many sequels.
Yeah,
they'd make like heaps.
Yeah, there was
Halloween was like that as well.
Yeah, Halloween also like
first
that.
Halloween movie's so good. That's amazing.
First Halloween is like a very atmospheric fucking.
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, it's like
I'm not a horror movie guy, by the way.
It's like
so
one of those
I
things where like I get like when I watched it like when I was younger, like it made me like kind of like. I never really got like scared of the dark, but it kind of made me like
wary. Yeah.
Oh god,
who's around me?
Do I want to be like around here for like too long?
I used to hate horror movies. I was such a pussy with horror movies.
Oh my god,
so long.
Yeah, same. Like until like I just discovered how fucking stupid.
Yeah, they get silly. But slasher ones as well.
Slasher movies, yeah.
One of the best ones I ever watched. I was back in school actually. I watched A Behind the Mask.
The Rise of Leslie Vernon.
No. It's just maybe that was the subpart of it. I don't know. I just remember like this movie about this guy
who is with a documentary.
Yeah, making a documentary.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good.
Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon. Great underrated fucking thing.
So fucking good. Yeah. Such a good movie. Some of those slashes are really cool. I love Scream.
It was kind of like Scream, but like it felt like the meta-ness actually helps.
Yeah,
like the characters because like go watch Behind the Mask, Rise of Leslie Vernon, and because like they actually use like things that they learn about him to defeat him in the movie. Well, like with the Scream ones, it's they just know like they've watched horror movies before, but they don't exactly use their knowledge of horror movies to beat the villain because it's supposed to be realistic. It's supposed to be grounded somewhat, you know.
That's so good. I have to rewatch that one.
The Scream movies are fun to watch.
I've only seen the first one. That's real good.
Yeah,
it's a fun movie.
Yeah, I've watched them to the newest one. The newest one, it's all right.
It's all right. Yeah,
I'd say like most of them are just all right.
I watched. I think the last horror movie I watched in the theaters would have been It. Probably the last one I watched.
Really?
Yeah.
He just got.
Yeah, I'm not a crazy horror film guy, but like every now and again I'm like, ooh, that was really good as well.
Yeah.
The story's good. It's a good story.
You know who directed it?
Who?
Same guy who did The Flash.
Damn. Mixing it up. Oh, fun fact to you, I just learned recently from my mate. Apparently the first Spiderman movie was directed by, what was his name?
Sam Raimi, who did Evil Dead.
Yeah, so it was a horror movie director.
Sorry, I know all of this
You
shit.
know all of this. I don't need to teach you about movie trivia. You're a film buff.
Nerd.
You're a film buff. I'm not.
Like to the point where like I'm correcting people like
you're on internet forums as well, correcting everybody.
Relatively.
Reddit.
I have opinions on movies and all that. So I'm willing to talk about like a lot of movie shit whenever you bring it up to me.
Well, I just buzzed out when I learned that the first... Which makes sense, because when I watched the first Spider-Man as a kid, I was like, got real jumpy. I'm like, this is Spider-Man. I'm like, why am I getting scared during it? And I'm like, oh, it was directed by a horror film. Yeah. I did horror film. Oh, that's why it's like that.
Yeah.
Because I watched it the other night, and I got like...
especially with
I jumped again.
Yeah,
and I was just
especially with like Spider-Man 2, there's like a whole scene where like Dr. Octopus is like asleep and his arms like attack people, and it's like, fuck. How did that not scare the shit out of me as a kid?
Yeah.
It's like a shot where like she like has her hands on the fucking floor and you see the scrapes on the floor as she's dragged away. It's like, holy shit.
This is meant to be a kid's movie.
How did that not scare me?
Yeah.
I think that's what like got me in when it made me realize that I was into horror movies, because I always felt like I was probably we felt like, oh, I couldn't do that. I can't do that. But then I watched it and I was like, oh, it's a lot like I didn't get scared. It's just stuff that I've already seen.
There's an art form behind it too.
Yeah.
Creating suspense with the music, with the tension of a scene to then the jump scare.
Yeah.
Because the tension you're creating before the jump is like, that's the most important.
It's not always the
horror.
best, like, jump scares. Like,
No. Sometimes the jump scare is more...
when it's actually something
underwhelming.
scary,
Yeah.
then it works. But, like,
Yeah.
so many horror movies are like, boom, there's somebody who just... boom, comes out of a corner, and
Yeah.
like, and it's not supposed to be scary, but you're supposed to be on edge.
Yeah.
It's the beginning of the movie or something.
Yeah, see, that's an uncomfortable feeling. I don't actually enjoy that.
Yeah.
I know some people enjoy that. I don't.
I just don't get scared
When
by it
there's a
because I
bullfight,
know
I'm
it's
just
not
like,
going to happen this
fuck's
early
sake.
on in the movie, and so like you got to build some kind of tension towards like that kind of thing. You know, you can't just go, oh, suddenly, boom.
Yeah.
You know.
But that's every horror film.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't find that a comfortable experience. You know?
Yeah. Fair enough.
But yeah, whatever tickles your pickle, don't let me. Don't
Dude,
let,
horror movies tickle your pickle.
they tickle a lot of people's pickles, so hey.
Yeah, I guess you could say that horror movies tickle my pickle.
They do.
I said that right into the camera, so you can make a clip out of it.
Lachlan's pickle is tickled.
Lachlan's
By
pickle
horror.
pickle gets tickled by fucking horror movies.
Oh, dude. What a fucking great yarn. I felt like... So what's the future plans for you?
Future plans? Oh god, exist, live, survive.
Survive?
Yeah. I got a lot of personal stuff, money issues, all that right now. So
Who doesn't, bro?
True.
We've all got and the worst recession and like the highest cost of living within the history. Probably,
yeah.
Well, probably not in history, but for let's say a very long time.
yeah, but
And we're all in it.
what else have I got coming up? Well, yeah, I mentioned I'm trying to do more music videos. Taking a break from gigging just for a little bit, just because I feel like I've leaned too hard into it, and I just want to like build myself back up, like just a little bit more. But what else? I got like 2 photo shoots that I'm supposed to do next week. Ugh.
More musicians as artists, or is it?
One of them's a musician. One of them's just my mate.
Oh, cool.
We took some photos, and he like did like this weird smile, and he just looked way too much like the Joker to pass that up.
That's cool.
Yeah, so we're gonna do something like that. Shout out, Mitch. I just burped right before I said your name.
Yeah. What is something you wanna work towards? Like, what would be like? I don't know. Is it like be a photographer
something,
for like a bigger event? Is it to work on like in the studio? Is it to
something that I really do want to do?
What are you striving for?
Right now, I wanted to talk to one of my mates about this before I commit to anything, but I want to start doing short films.
Cool.
Yeah, I think that would be fun to do. I've got some ideas for that.
Like, by short films, talking like half an hour, 15 minutes.
15 minutes to half an hour, something like that.
Cool.
Or just film a scene of just people talking, all of that.
Just direct to YouTube or something.
Yeah, I just want to do I want to get more into like the narrative side of things. I think that's the goal right now.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
See where that takes you.
Yeah. See how it goes. If it doesn't work out, then whatever.
But you want to try it. You want to.
Yeah. I did
cool.
some directing in film school. Mostly out of force. Okay. So when I was at film school, they gave us like all classes that we're supposed to go into. And I really, really wanted to do directing, but the directing class was all full. But there was so many people that dropped out because it was in 2020 during COVID, and like so many people dropped out that like I was just like, hey, can I just do one? Can I just do one? Can I just do one? I just pestered my teachers all fucking year about like doing this because I just that was where I was at, and I brute forced my way into directing a short film that isn't public because the dialogue is kind of cringy. But like, honestly, I watched the new Superman movie, and there's like a really good line in there. There's a really good line. What was it called? Maybe that's a new punk rock. I really felt that line, and it's really fucking cheesy, but it kind of got me confident in like my writing style and just being like, oh yeah, maybe I should.
Sometimes a little bit of cheese is all right.
Yeah, sometimes a little bit of cheese is fine, and and yeah, it's yeah. I don't want to talk too much about like that short film, but like I think like I don't know. I think I lost my train of thought there.
It's all right. I
often do that.
with your new writing, you're going to be allowing yourself to be a bit cheesy,
cheesy,
rather than trying to restrict not having the cheese.
Yeah, rather than just being like, "Oh, this is too stupid."
Yeah.
So I think
you got to roll. You got to roll the stupid sometimes. Turns out it's really good.
So sometimes you just got to be committed to the bit and just kind of go, you know what, this is kind of stupid, and I'm going to do it anyway. Yeah, I'm sure. Like when you started off, like. When you started off doing the podcast, you're just like, oh no, this might be kind of stupid.
Oh, it was stupid for ages. I mean, like
it still is.
It still is a bit stupid, but I kind of just it's funny because I think after this amount of time, I back myself so much.
Yeah.
So I don't really get like, ooh, shouldn't have said that. It's happened a couple of times, but then I'm like, and then I listen back and I'm like, it's fine in the moment. It's not really a big deal. Yeah. But there'll be those moments. But I don't know. I don't really. I'm not that insecure, I guess. If I was if I was 15 years old, it might be different. Yeah. But I'm 30 now, so I don't care.
Yeah, I think when you get older, you just stop caring as much.
It's not really as important as you think it is, and people don't find it very important, really, at the end of the day. So I don't, think about that too much. I think
that's what the point that I'm approaching right now is like where I'm just caring less about like all that because like caring has gotten me nowhere. No. Caring too much has gotten me nowhere.
You just got to put it out. I mean, you could say that with a lot of things. I mean, for me, even the beginning of the podcast, like I've worked really hard in the last little bit on the production. But I go back for even like beginning of the year and I'm like, hey, like look at those. And I'm just like, but I'm so happy I did it. Because otherwise I wouldn't be, it's so cheesy and we've all heard it a million times, but it's like, it wouldn't look what it looks like now, it wouldn't be where it is. I have to go through that pain period of like, why does it look like that? It could be better.
Yeah.
But
same.
It doesn't. When people want to come out with perfection, I mean, hey, maybe some people can do it.
Yeah, you can't start off and just be perfect at everything.
Yeah, I can't. So
I mean, I can, but
yeah. So, if you were more like me,
I'm perfect in every way, you know.
Definitely, aren't you just? Yeah. All right, well, let's move into some. I called them quick fires. Well, they were quick fires. Now they're called slow fires because they always end up being very long explanations to short questions. So let's go with this. First question. Best movie you've seen this year?
Best movie? Superman.
So that really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's more of a personal thing for me. I've always been a big Superman nut. Maybe not always, but like I am a big Superman nut. Okay. I guess I do have a Superman comic.
Oh, look at that! That's so cool. Yeah, wait, bring it back. Well, which
Superman for All Seasons? It's written by Jeff Loeb and drawn by Tim Sale.
What year is that?
Sorry?
What year is it? Like, what year was this written?
Probably like 2000s. It says 2003 here, but I don't know if that when it came out or like.
It's just like a rewrite or something. Yeah, that's cool.
But like, I don't know.
That's sick.
Yeah, it's just like it's a Superman origin story kind of thing. Not necessarily an origin story, but like just the first couple days. Well, no, the first couple of seasons of him like being Superman, and just how he became
Superman.
All that.
That's
stuff. You even get Lex Luthor with hair in here somewhere.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he's got hair. He's a ginger.
Explains the anger. Stereotypes are fun. All right, I didn't expect to put. That's cool as fuck.
Yeah, I think I have like some stickers from my mate last night that I probably can't find right now, but shout out Zaid.
Shout out Zaid. All right, another one. What's been when you you've done so many gigs, have you been ever surprised by the quality of a band or an artist when you've done, like, you've been surprised by their, performance, professionalism, music?
I always get surprised, honestly.
You always get surprised?
I'm constantly surprised by, like, anyone who, like, puts in, like, a bit of effort. I don't know, like...
Any standout names? Doesn't have to be one. Just
Boondocks.
Boondocks.
Boondocks have always surprised me with, like... Because, like, I always feel like I know what I'm going to get. And then they fucking go around and bring a Bigfoot suit.
Yeah, that's fucking cool, eh?
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, all right.
I like anything that, like, adds a little bit of variety. Like, just a little bit of variety to the photos and all of that. Like also Death Chemist is also a standout name. Let me try and think of another name. You can cut out the part where I'm thinking too much, because then it makes me look terrible.
No, I'm leaving it in. I want everyone to know that you're thinking for too long. No, but there are so many bands. You've done, how many...
Thank you for segue.
I mean, how many bands have you photographed at this point?
I don't keep track.
It must be like, I've 300 bands?
If it's 300, then fuck me.
Or was it more than that?
I don't know.
Many.
I genuinely don't know. I have not kept track of how many bands I've done. It's definitely in the hundreds.
It must be in a couple of hundred by this point. Yeah, surely.
Because like most gigs have like at least 3 bands, or maybe 2. Maximum I've seen is probably like 6.
Mm-hmm.
And so like if you count that up over like 2 years, there's probably up to like maybe, if I had to guess something, probably like 300, something like that.
It's a lot. And then 300, 500 photos per... That's so many. Fucking hell.
This is very existential.
Damn, that's just so many photos. My God. Guys, Lachlan cares. Holy crap.
Oh my God. Do I ever? Jesus. I think it's just fun. Honestly, I don't get paid for a lot of the gigs that I just show up to.
Just love it.
I just do it because I want to.
Well, that's it, right? Like, you found something you really enjoy and you get a lot out of, and that's what means the most. I mean, it will do very well. Like, you'll have a career in it before, you'll become your full-time job and all that stuff. So
yeah,
yeah. Oh, well, okay. If I can give you another one, just straight out of the air.
Do you have a list of questions?
No, I just make them up on the spot. I don't really have scripts for these. If I pull something out, okay. Have you got a favorite camera?
The one that I have. I'll be honest, I'm not much of a camera guy.
You're not really much of a camera guy, says the photographer.
I know how to use a camera, but I don't know the differences between this model and this model and this model and this model.
You're not that technical with the gear.
I'm not that technical. Okay. I just like the editing part of it. Mm-hmm. That's the most fun that I get out of it.
What's something that photographers do that bug you?
Most photographers should always wear black. Mm-hmm. Not necessarily all the time, but if you're wearing something bright, or you're doing something that stands out, then that's fucking annoying. I think
that's a good call.
Yeah, that's something I learned really fucking early on. Was just just blend in, and you just don't cause.
You're not there for the attention.
Yeah. You're there to do something, and you're not necessarily there to cause a scene.
And I'll give one more. If you had to choose one, only if you had to do No, what was I going to say?
If you had to choose one Only Scott podcast, which one's your favorite?
No. But yes, no. If you had to choose, okay, since you've done fighting and you've done a bit of sports, if you had to choose one more sport, what's a sport you'd like to try? There we go, we got there. What sport would you like to try to do photography for?
I'm not much of a sports guy.
Not really much of, yeah, I mean, I know that, but if you had
did
the
you
opportunity...
not hear me rant
I know.
about
but if you
all of this superhero shit?
Doesn't mean you don't like sports. There's plenty of sport. There's plenty of guys who love sport who are nerds, bro.
I guess. But, like, I don't know. My dad loves cricket, so I'd say cricket.
Try and do cricket?
Yeah. I'd say I'd like to do something like that. That could be interesting. I don't know how you'd do it, but I don't know. That could be the fun in finding out.
Yeah. Oh, cool. All right, bro. Before we go, is there anything you'd like to promote? Anything you'd like to... Any more people you want to shout out before we go? Or promote? Yeah.
Who else can I shout out? Hi, Mum. Hi, Dad. Hi, Nana. Hi, not Granddad. I think I made this joke already.
You have.
I'm just repeating the same joke over and over and over. Who else do I want to shout out? Shout out this. Just shout out everyone that has helped me get to where I am and has just been there for the journey. All that cheesy nonsense. I don't know. I like to get a bit sentimental. I think we talked about this before, but I like to let people know when they have helped me and sometimes I can be a bit unself-aware about my impact on people or when somebody's helped me out, but I do want to try to acknowledge when I feel like somebody's been really nice to me or somebody's been very helpful to me. So I wish I could name off names. I didn't shout out Tom. Hi Tom. Tom was the guy who was supposed to have the ticket to Bladerunner.
Oh, right.
So you can.
I got the consolation prize. Thanks.
You're my sloppy seconds.
Fuck me, never say that again, bro. In your dreams. Nah. All right, bro. Well, that was very sweet. A very sweet ending, apart from the sloppy seconds part. But yeah, it's been great getting to know about getting started with photography. Looking forward to what you do in the future.
I was very nervous about doing this, but honestly,
you've done well, bro. We came out the other end.
Yeah.
You've done all right. We're still here.
We're
the world
alive.
hasn't ended.
Still existing.
Well, it hasn't been released yet. Well, that might change.
Maybe all of the footage will be corrupted.
Yeah.
And then we can just say, oh, damn.
Yeah. And
that sucks.
And then it's just audio, but we can AI it and then put someone else's face on it.
We'll put AI versions of me and you.
Yeah, but it's I'd rather like your spirit animal or something.
What's my spirit animal?
I don't know.
I don't know what my spirit animal is. I've never thought about that.
No, I don't know what your spirit animal. I don't know what mine is either. But we'll figure something out.
Yeah.
If that happens.
I can be a turtle, and you can be a slightly bigger turtle.
A bigger turtle. Very slow. I'll just slow down the speed of this podcast altogether.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, thanks, bro. Thanks, Lachlan Kirkwood, for coming on, man.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Looking forward to get up to more filming.
Yeah.
And more videos, more shit to come.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
all right.
Hope to catch you around as well.
Yeah, bro. I'll be around. All right. Thanks, everyone, for listening. Bye.
Bye.